Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to Jenny Satori Healing. I am Jenny Satori Davis, and I hope you are doing super duper fabulous today. I know I am. You know why? Because I am here spending time with you, you know? And I have something to share with you, yet I'm not sure what it is. um, you know what? Many times, but I don't know, more so lately, I would say, just kind of feel pushed on, like, here, get on there and do something. And I'm kind of like, yeah, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to do? And, well, we'll just wing it, okay? We'll just wing it. I do want to say that, I thank you for your feedback, as I said in the last video. And I'm sorry if I haven't gotten back to everyone, so far, but I have been rather busy. And, just on a side note, here we go, right? And kind of an add-on, a pile-on to all that we've been discussing lately. Some people, they thrive on different things than you, right? So when we see people who are always doing things, our instinct is to say, oh, you gotta take a break. Oh my God. All work and no play. And the truth is, some people look at work as play. It depends on what they're doing. I, in particular, I like to be busy. I don't like to sit around and twiddle my thumbs. I thrive most in being active. Whether it's work or play work, like writing or drawing my awful photos, or you know what I'm saying? I enjoy being in action, in motion, Yet, a lot of people, when I tell them I'm busy or I've been busy, oh, I'm sorry, whatever. Oh, you should really find time for yourself. God bless them. Pardon my way of doing it. God bless them. But that's the thing I want to, it's like everybody's trying to talk at you and tell you how to live and what to do, right down to when you should take a rest and when you shouldn't, and it's like, only you know that, and so mind your business. I know people mean well, and I'm just saying, I'm being honest with everyone. And that's, I think that, like me or hate me or whatever, you're gonna find that you might appreciate that honesty. Because in the world of fluff and stuff, it's cool to be real, as real as we can be. You know what I'm saying? So, thanks for humoring me with all this. I really, as you can see, I really dig it. Moving right along, I want to share with you. It's like a light bulb just went off. Oh, what about this? Oh my God. Check it out. Oh, Is this the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? Maybe. Close, right? I can't even tell you. I am so in love and I am so grateful. Okay, this is a blue jay feather, and I am just, oh my God. So, as a lot of you might know, or some of you that know me, you know that I enjoy going out there and feeding my birds. And I post videos on my private Facebook, and I really enjoy that. You know, I have a great time, which, by the way, that's my playtime too. You know, I think it's important to find what works for you. And me, at least an hour a day outside with my animals, amazing, amazing. So I'm sitting out there, and normally a feather kind of comes down like this in the wind, yeah? Usually. Well, I was just sitting there minding my own business, and here it went. It came down like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of spun right down, spun right down. And I was like, wow, like it took like almost a full minute for it to reach the ground. It looked like it came out of thin air, but I suppose it could have, and it could have come out of thin air, who knows? But I suppose that a blue jay was up there on the roof, and somehow the feather came down, and it just, I watched it and I watched it. And I was like, wow, that looks so magical. So I got up and I looked at it, and really I couldn't believe my eyes. I've been admiring blue jays for so long, and I find, yeah, I know they're bullies, but they're beautiful bullies, and I have noted that their back end looks just like perhaps Native American regalia. Their sort of how they decorate their yolks or something with all these beautiful patterns, and there's no dot on this one, but on the backside of a blue jay, it's just, there's so many cool designs and things, and so it's really quite a blessing and a gift that I actually got the tail feather, because I admire it every time I mean, it's so beautiful, and yeah, definitely a blessing. I so love it, So that's the first thing I want to share. The second thing is, I really enjoy doing journeys, and I love to do that work. I think it's very important for me and my beliefs, and that is all I can speak from, and so I generally do my work, my journeys, before I go to bed. And again, you could do it when you wake up, you could do it in the afternoon. It all depends on you, right? But anyway, that's what works for me, and I love that. It kind of adds a little bit of magic and mystery, I suppose, because you're about to go to bed and you're in between dream world and waking world, and that makes it a lot more fun. Anyway, I did a journey just to kind of visit my healing spirits, those that help me work. and I find it great and important and fun to do that. I enjoy chatting with them. If I could get little messages and little things, I tend to get a lot of leads in terms of how to improve my energy work. I so appreciate that. I could go on and on about that, but this recent journey, and without getting into too much detail, because journeys are yours, they're very personal. They're not necessarily meant to be shared all over. I think I find that some people, how do you put this? Well, you just put it, right? Well, everybody wants to be special, right? Everybody, and their grandmother, and their dog, and their parakeet, everybody's had a smash bang amazing experience. More amazing than you, I bet. More amazing. Oh, it goes on, and if you belong to any groups that are involved in anything spiritual, paranormal, psychic, healing, you will find a ton of people who have such fantastic experiences. I remember last week I said to you that once in a while, even me, I hear a story in the spiritual community and I go, yeah, right. Yeah. This is kind of where I'm coming from, because it seems, it's almost like when we look at the story versus the person and the state they're in, the current state, not their true beautiful self, because we're out there having a million experiences right now in other dimensions and so on, but the person at their current state, who's not doing any work on themselves, who's not going deeper, they have suddenly had the experience that, I'm going to date myself here, but where Ripley should be called. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones, the ones that won't talk to their kids, and so, whatever. All I'm trying to say is these experiences, especially our journeys, let's put it that way, and all my opinion, all my beliefs, but they're not necessarily meant to be shared. They're not necessarily for any reason except to deepen our work and to fortify our spirit that's living in this physical world. And it can be very, very difficult to do so. Yum yum. What I think we're getting at here, I think we're going to go on a journey. Would you like to do that? What do you think? I just feel it here. I think sometimes unplanned things turn out the best. We don't know. Let's see. But I can feel that, and maybe we can go on a journey. And the journey, I feel, can be about releasing something that we need to release. And that's by sort of finding clues, finding objects related. I think sometimes we just don't even know what the heck's wrong with us or what's going on. And I created a journey that is meant to help on a deeper level. Uh, oftentimes people have illnesses or pains, especially in their body, chronic pain, and they've tried everything. They've even tried the awesome energy juice, you know, and it helps temporarily, but unfortunately, it just comes back. And see, I believe that these are things that have nothing to do with physical at all. These are wounds in the energetic bodies. And they cannot be healed in conventional ways, or even by just, removing the pain. It's more. It's a much more deep issue that emotions and memories need to be removed and dealt with. And that's why that's when a journey is really, really helpful. You can, kind of set your intention, in this. And think about what it is that you'd like to remove or work on or improve in your life. A lot of people, I think I mentioned this just barely in our last video, and that's about how people come to spirituality because they were looking for healing, and I know I've said this in the past, and I don't mean to offend. I do just make observations. But quite frankly, there are a lot of wounded people in the spiritual industry. And I don't think it's an accident. I think that like I said, they've come to spirituality to get healing, to get help. But what's been created, the mindset is a panacea expectation, where people are looking for these miraculous changes and doing little to no work for it, and I don't know where I was going with that, except to say that doing this kind of work, I guess that's what my point is. We have to do the work, and however that looks for you, it doesn't have to be a journey with me. It can be several other things. You can go to a therapist. You can, get workbooks, self-help things, and I mean, you name it, it's out there, but on this journey, it's personal. It's your own personal healing adventure. If you want to know, if we want to put it into words, you know what I mean? It's pretty awesome stuff, and one thing I'd like to point out is that this all stems from imagination. I've even said that about psychic abilities. Our psychic abilities comes from the same place in our brain as imagination. And I believe, as does all things beyond. All things that, can't be explained by logic. It does stem from that place in the brain, and I happen to think our imagination is it. That's the best asset that we have. I think I'd like you to consider the idea or the question. Is our imagination just our imagination? Or is it something more? Is it a vessel in which it enables us to go to different dimensions, to experience different things than what we would experience on the physical plane here? Is it possible that our imagination isn't our imagination at all? I think so. What do you think? Right, so if you're ready, what I'd like you to do is get yourself in a comfortable position and start to think about what it is that you'd like to work on. And as I was saying before, that people come from all over and we're all wounded basically, and we are looking for that healing. What is it that you came to spirituality for to begin with? Why? Maybe start there. A lot of people take things on that were from their childhood. And it's not to blame our parents and, this one was terrible and that one. And I love the saying that went on for many years about they did the best they could with what they had. Because I think that's true, But it doesn't take away. You can understand this intellectually. You can forgive it honestly. But it doesn't mean that your light bodies, your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body has not been affected. It doesn't mean that because you intellectually understand and you decided to forgive, that your overall well-being is intact and okay all of a sudden. They're just saying the words, oh yeah, I forgive them, but deep down we're still getting triggered, or for lack of a better word, or we still have resentment that we don't even realize, or a pain in the back that won't go away because mom never supported me, that sort of thing. Or dad never, there's so many things that could occur. And I believe particularly as we're growing up, it's, I think and how babies are born with the soft spot on their heads. I think that we have soft energy that's a lot more vulnerable when we're babies and children, and things could get right in there a lot easier. I think that's the best way to put it. And So I have seen a lot of people have the most damage from those years, growing up. And when people come to me and I can't remove that pain they have that's been there for a long time, or it just popped up. I mean, sometimes people are triggered in interesting ways, and they all of a sudden it's like it's a memory that comes to life and creates something in the body. I've seen that too. But the point is that I created this journey to help remove things that aren't so easily removed, by exercising or, whatever it is people do, and then my energy work, when to me, not to be arrogant, I'm not, coming from that place, but if this doesn't work, energy work doesn't work, it's time to go deeper, and this is one of my the tools in the old arsenal here that I have found to be effective, and again, is it working for you? If it's not, we move on and we don't share. If it is, we share, and I'm going to share this journey with you. Okay? So, think about something you'd like to remove. Whether it's an emotion, too much fire or too much water or too much earth, like what? Are you too hot-headed? Are you too sad? Are you too anxious? You might not be any of those things, and awesome. But if you are, would you like to get some clues there? Would you like to work on that in a deeper level? So come on guys, if you want to work with me, if you'd like to go on this journey, get ready. All you need is your intention right now. Lay down or sit comfortable. We want to start breathing. Oh, the breath. We are so grateful for breath. She keeps the rhythm in our body. And she is in time with the wind. She and the breath are the same. Thank you, breath. Oh, beautiful water. How you give me life. Thank you for the life you've given me. I am made up of mostly water, and so are you, Mother Earth. And I can feel our closeness, our connectedness, and I thank you for that. Great fire, you can transmute anything. You can ignite things within me. You can stir an emotion. And you can make this emotion bring me to my feet and to action. You destroy what needs cleansing. I thank you fire. And where our eyes are closed, and we are breathing deeper and deeper. We are about to go on a journey. We are safe in our couch, in our bed, in our chairs. But in our minds, we are going to get up and go to our nearest door to go outside. As we approach our door, we open it and start walking. And we're walking and we find another door. This door is huge and it's beautiful. It is ornate and old. Beyond that door is a world into all things possible. Magic. Endless possibilities. We open that door and we close it behind us. And we look forward and we see all these beautiful colors, bright lights, crystals shining in the blue sunlight. As this is a place we've never known before, not in our waking minds, not on the physical plane. Many strange but beautiful creations are there. And we say hello and we enjoy the differences. Behind us is a large lioness. She is there to guide us and protect us. She moves in front of you and we walk behind her and follow. Now we've come to a beautiful, thick forest. And we walk along and see all the tall trees. And the trees seem to have each one personalities of their own. But they are welcoming you. They are looking down upon you and smiling because they know what you're doing here. They too want to help you. They are your helping spirits too. They are keepers of so much. You go up to one that you're drawn to, and you lean against it. And you thank it. And as we walk on, we start looking on the ground, really looking. And now we're thinking about what it is we'd like to remove from our lives. Is it too much of an emotion? Is it a deep memory and experience that has caused us harm? Is it a situation that you can't seem to rectify yourself? Whatever it is, think about it more intensely now. And start looking for items the forest will give you to help you to remove whatever it is that needs removing. Is it something written? Is it an old toy to represent your childhood? Is it just something you can't recognize, but you know it's an icky feeling or something like that? Whatever it is, if it's yours, pick it up. Thank it. Thank you for showing yourself. Now we look up at the blue sun that's still there, and we ask the sun, fiery blue sun, can you please cleanse me and take this item from me today? As she gives a nod, the sun's rays seem to meet your object. It's taken up by its rays into its vast fiery ball and transmuted into love. You look up there and you thank that sun. Oh my, thank you. And we see our lioness, and she is getting a little bit antsy. She wants to go back home. So we start to follow her. The way back is just ahead now. And as we're walking, we're thanking everyone and taking last looks of all these beautiful things that we've never seen before, perhaps. And we are so thankful and fortunate. And just then a gust of wind comes and gives us even more clearing. She is happy you came with us. And now we get to our beautiful, old, ornate door, and we feel happy. We thank the lioness, open the door, and we come to our outside dwelling. And we see the door to our house, our apartment, our RV. And we know that things are different now. We just know that when we open that door and go back to our bodies, we have initiated great change in our lives. So we open the door and we walk to the room our resting body is. We go back into our body and we start to move our fingers and toes. And slowly we open our eyes and we stretch, and we are absolutely thankful and we're awake. How are you? How are you feeling? Did you enjoy that? I hope so. I had a great time doing that. That was so much fun. And I hope it brings about the change that you're looking for. This is just a starter and a sample of what journey work can do for us. And it is my belief that this is the strongest medicine, the strongest magic. Essentially, shamans go into other dimensions in order to create different realities. And basically, these are journeys. So I really hope you consider working with this on a daily basis, or doing ceremony, or, stay tuned on the channel here. I don't claim to be anything except me, right? My name is Jenny Satori Davis, and that's all I can tell you. I have many skills just as you do, but I don't carry a label. There's no real label on me, on my body, on my skin. No. But if you like what I share, then just continue to watch. You never know where we're gonna go. Come along. I enjoy you very much, and gosh, let me tell you, I really appreciate you guys. I can't believe, honestly, I can't believe how many of you are there and watching my my dribble. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta believe in spirit and what it shares with me and what it tells me to do, and somehow I'm here, and somehow you're there. So awesome stuff. All right. So many 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 bright blessings to you. I love you. Have a wonderful rest of your life. Bye now.